With exceptional journalistic instincts, a captivating on-air presence, and unmatched drive and determination, Jessica Savitch is truly an icon in the field of broadcast journalism. Throughout her career, Jessica worked alongside some of the biggest names in television news. Once described as NBC's Golden Girl, she continually strived to break new ground in TV news, while at the same time breaking down many gender barriers along the way.
Good evening. The coal miners will stay out. They've turned that contract down. In the Mayflower
Jessica's
Hotel in
journalistic
Washington,
instincts were developed at a young age. As a child, Jessica often followed current events in order to participate in dinner conversations. Following the death of her father, Jessica's mother moved the family from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, to Margate, New Jersey. There, she began her broadcasting career at the early age of 14, working on a rock show for teenagers at local radio station WOND. It was at this small station where Jessica discovered her love of journalism. At 17, she received her first big assignment when WOND sent her to cover a portion of the Democratic National Convention. After getting bit by the journalism bug, Jessica chose to attend Ithaca College, only one of a handful of schools with a communications department in the late 60s. While earning her degree in the television radio department at Ithaca College, Jessica kept very active as an announcer for the college radio station, WICB. Following graduation in 1968, she joined WCBS Radio in New York City. Shortly after, she quickly moved to television at KHOU in Houston. Over the next few years, Jessica would learn by doing, covering a variety of stories on politics, crime, education, and human interest features. This gave her the opportunity to develop her journalistic skills as well as her on-air personality, which audiences quickly embraced.
On film, on television, from Astro Hall. This is Jessica Savitch, Newswatch 11.
While in Houston, Jessica was spotted by a TV news talent scout. He recommended the young, promising, and energetic Jessica to KYW-TV in Philadelphia, where she became the station's news anchor in 1972.
Unemployment is up in our own area, up by 1.6% in the 8-county Philadelphia region.
In Philadelphia, Jessica continued to hone her skills while also confronting much of the discrimination against women in TV news. Although continuing to cover major events and increasing her popularity among viewers,
people like you, like Eyewitness News.
Jessica often felt the harsh sting of inequity between men and women when it came to pay and preferential treatment during her 5 years at the station. In 1977, Jessica left KYW and joined NBC News as a Washington-based correspondent and anchor. At NBC, she performed a wide range of duties, including serving as the Senate correspondent, anchoring the Saturday edition of the NBC Nightly News,
Good evening.
and contributing to NBC's presidential election coverage. She even filled in as a host for The Tomorrow Show.
Thank you very much, everybody. That's really terrific.
Jessica worked alongside some of the most trusted names in television news and was quickly becoming an integral part of the network news family. Jessica appeared on the cover of magazines and even penned her own autobiography. Her success also paved the way for many other women in the field, forming many lifelong friendships. Her work as a journalist was widely respected and won many honors, including an Emmy and a Columbia DuPont Award. Throughout her career, Jessica remained closely involved with her alma mater. She gave the main address at the college's 1979 commencement, at which she was awarded an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree. In 1980, she was elected to the Ithaca College Board of Trustees. Tragically, at the peak of her career, Jessica's life was cut short after a fatal automobile accident in 1983. Today, Jessica's far-reaching impact on broadcast journalism can be felt in the halls of the Park School of Communications. Each year, a handful of students are awarded a scholarship in her honor.
Well, I grew up in the Philadelphia area, and while I wasn't able to witness firsthand Jessica's impact on her viewers, I did grow up hearing the praises of her from my parents, especially in terms of her contributions to local television. And I remember when I was going on a tour with my dad of colleges, we stopped at the Park School, and he actually pointed out the plaque in front of the Jessica Savitch studio and said that she would be a really great role model for me to model my career after.
Well, after reading her autobiography, I was really struck by her ability to break the mold, to push the limits of the broadcast industry at the time and break those gender stereotypes that up until then had existed in the news industry.
As I move on each year at school here, I find myself more and more trying to emulate the grace and poise that Jessica exuded in her everyday life and career. And by staying strong, Jessica really did pave the way for all women to be taken seriously as reporters, anchors, and overall leaders in the field of communications. And it really makes me proud to know that I'm graduating from the same school that she graduated from.
In addition, the Park School's major television studio is named in tribute of Jessica Savitch, training and preparing the broadcast journalists of tomorrow. And after the break, the Jessica Savitch Distinguished Journalism Lecture Series was established by the Savitch family as a continuing recognition of Jessica Savitch's pioneering spirit, professional dedication, and everlasting influence on broadcast journalism.
That's our report tonight. Good night from all of us at NBC News.